Good morning, Shell here. So, it's been a while since I've done any sort of update on much of anything. We've had lots going on, which is kind of why there's been a bit of a delay. I've kind of been down, but we've also had lots of hatches, and this last hatch, we had a couple special things happen. The first thing that was off was we had an egg that looked really funny from the beginning, but it had a very viable live active chicken there. So we just kept it going and see what happens kind of thing. And eventually she was born, possibly he. I actually think it might be a he. Anyways, born on the 23rd, and on the right side of, we named that chick Ellie. So on the back, on the right side of Ellie's back and hip was this massive water balloon type growth. To me, the best way I could explain it is like one of those really severe blisters, but thin. So we prepared to lose Ellie, and I don't cull unless it's a serious, like, at the moment, life-threatening, suffering thing. So I went ahead and my husband helped me, and I drained it. Drained easily, no problems. And surprise, surprise, Ellie's doing amazing. So let's see, today they are almost a week old. It's pretty amazing. And I'll show you Ellie. Let's see. Make them all holler and cry. Come here, Ellie. Come here, sweetheart. Where'd you go? There you are. She's fast. I still say she. It's the power of positive thinking. But you can see that, let's see, there we go. The rear looks a little different there. There was no feathers where that growth, that water balloon blister was. So that's why she looks a little bit different in that regard as well. But as you can see, Ellie's doing very, very well. Very well. So then the other surprise that we really did not expect, and to be honest, I didn't know if my heart could take it anymore after Pip, but we had a chick born blind again. So that's 2. And because of my experience with Pip, I was able to recognize the symptoms with this chick within, I want to say it took about 48 hours. Because normally the first, 48 hours, they're very sleepy. They don't need to eat. They don't need to drink. They don't want for much. They just stay under the heat plate touching each other. And keep in mind, now this one I've named Tillie. I'm pretty sure Tillie's a girl. But keep in mind, Tillie doesn't know there's anything different about her. So it's not until she's scared that she will start doing what is the number one indicator for me if a chick might be blind, is when they start screaming on the top of their lungs. You can hear it from anywhere in the house. It's just a blood-curdling shriek of fear. That's the sound when a blind chick doesn't know where they are, they got turned around, they don't feel anybody else, they don't feel anything around them. And they do this constantly. So when I first heard this, I immediately came to check. I bring a flashlight because I hadn't done my vision checks yet. the odds of getting blind chicks are very low. And out of all the chicks I've bred, it's happened twice. But I do always check their vision before I let them go anywhere. I check everything. They get very comprehensive checks, as far as I can give. I check, for signs of neurological problems. I check for signs of, issues with their bones. If they're walking well, eating well, drinking well, going to the bathroom well. Is their crop clearing well? Any signs whatsoever of illness, injury, or something, like blindness. I do not sell blind chicks. I do not sell chicks like Ellie, who's got a very baffling, situation that we're still not even sure what that means. Chicks like Ellie don't often live to adulthood. Blind chickens do very, very well. Usually, the only times that you have to be super careful is during transitions. Everybody knows that Pip didn't make it. The other blind chick I had, there seemed to be something else going on with Pip, perhaps. But Pip also didn't thrive like Tillie's doing. Tillie is following. Tillie is listening. Tillie is feeling her way around. And immediately, Ellie, the chick with the water balloon on her back, immediately started assisting Tillie. So it was great. You had these two little special needs chicks that are just kind of like, hey, I got you, follow me. And then we also have a very special chick from our hatch on the 12th that seemed to imprint on my husband. And so they are thick as thieves besties, and he's named her Issa. And so Issa was alone for a couple days until this hatch was born. And when this hatch was born, she was so happy. She dotes on them. She tries so hard to take care of them. They are her babies. And so she has really stepped into that follow the leader kind of role for them. And she will follow them around, and she'll nudge Tillie towards the water or the food if she can tell she's looking for it. She's nudged her down the rooter to feel certain, spot. It's fun to watch, but it's also emotional sometimes because you're like, oh my God, look at this compassion and this love out of these creatures. So I'm going to turn my camera around because they're all out eating. Now, the chick with the blue band on her foot is Tillie, the blind chick. Blue, blind. The purple-legged chick is Ellie, the one that was born with the water balloon on her back. The bigger one with the pink band is Issa, and the rest are chicks that are available. There is one I put a yellow band on so I keep a closer eye on her umbilicus, but she's fine and I'll remove her band today. So blue is our blind girl, purple is Ellie, and then of course pink is big ol' Issa. But you can see how well they're doing. Right there on the end is Ellie. And the one that just came out from underneath the heat plate, that's our blind girl, Tillie. These guys eat like pigs. And of course you can tell the difference in the bedding here. That's food. They've made a massive mess with food. And some of it I think Tillie does, not Tillie, I'm sorry. Some of it I think Issa does, our big girl there, you see her in the center, so that the others can eat without having to climb into the feeder. Just like you see little Miss Ellie doing there. Unfortunately, a lot of people think that it's necessary to cull blind chicks. But look at her. Oh, now she's starting to try to peck at the air. But just look at her. Just watch. Her crop is full. She's fed herself all morning. She's doing well. There's no reason to cull a blind chick if it's thriving, and she's thriving. She listens. She listens so well. She knows where her flock is as long as she can hear them. She's not gotten hurt. She's very vocal. So if she does feel turned around, instead of panicking and running into things and causing injury to herself, she vocalizes. And they come to her, or I come to her. She's also been learning via tap. I call it tap therapy. I'm sure there's an actual name for it. But to show her where, like they're doing it right now in there, show them where for her to go. She'll follow it. Soon I'm going to have to move the food and water bowl. That's just a fact. And soon she'll move into a grow out run. And then soon after that, when she's a big girl, she'll move into the coop. Those are all big life changes that sometimes things go wrong during those times. If it's going to go wrong, that's when it's going to go wrong. Because they have to be able to find their food, find their water. And if you're not paying attention, or if you don't have chickens that guide them, which I don't think I'm going to have to do anything. I think that she's covered with her sisters. But, if you just take a couple days, make sure they know exactly where everything is. It's not a big deal. These guys are really, I say it all the time, but I feel like I don't say it enough. These guys are really my pride and joy. I don't breed them for money. I breed them because I love bringing, in my opinion, the most beautiful, most well-rounded chicken into this world, which is lavender Orpingtons. I love it. They're amazing. They're sweet. They're snuggly. Yes, I know CD says no kissing. Fine. I'm not advocating for that. But they're sweet. Hi, Issa. She gets on top of the heater plate to get a break from them. She's such a sweet girl. It's amazing because she's only 2 weeks old. A little over 2 weeks old. And she's in here taking care of this little flock. There she is getting a drink. See, she knows where she's going. She may be blind, but she knows where she's going. She's got to be apprehensive and careful. Amazing. You're amazing, Tillie. You have poop on your... Oh, my word. See, now she's calling. She's confused. She'll figure it out. Hold on, somebody will come to her. Yep, there's the food bowl. There you go. And that's how it's done. She sorted it out all on her own. She didn't need anybody's help. She just had to recenter, feel around. She felt the food dish and knew if she turned around, she'd be fine. They're pretty awesome that way. And I have to apologize for that scream you just heard. I have this young man behind me. He is our 20-year-old cockatoo. I'm sure you've seen him in other videos. But anyways, I'm going to go for now. Thanks for watching. I just wanted to run a quick update on where we've been with the chicks. I'll do another video here really soon to update with the garden and stuff. I'm behind on a lot of things. My brother's been taking care of most stuff. But I'm excited to show you some of the new things we got going on. And the babies, of course. We have new ones ready to hatch tonight and tomorrow. So maybe I'll post a few videos of that too. As always, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and I'll win.